I'm the king of this shit, yeah, I'm built to last. Bitches trying to front, but they don't got the craft. Rolling with my crew, we move quick like a flash. Living that street life, making money, making cash. I hate your team, they weak, they just wanna crash. But I'm balling on a level, yo, I'm sipping on that sass. Smacking off the podcast, don't step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, know you hate my clarity. We live in thug life, that's the reality. I'm the voice of the streets, I'm the absolute truth. Got these fuckers shook, they just playing the sleuth. You claiming that you tough, but where's your proof? I'm flexing all these wannabes, I'm the living proof. Hard street living, always rolling deep. In the shadows making moves, never lose my sleep. My rhymes hit hard like a punch from the street. So fuck with me, you know you can't compete. Stacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, you know I did. We live in thug life, that ain't no shit. Smack, smack, yeah, we making waves. Cast hitting hard like we digging graves. Got that fire in my soul, feel the heat that raves. In this life, boy, you either thug or just slaves. When my crew by my side, we rise up like kings. Life's a game of chess and I'm pulling the strings. Got the world on my back when I'm counting these blings. Motherfuck your team, they don't know where to sing. I'm the real deal, no imitation. Spitting raw truth, no hesitation. Built from the struggle, pure determination. Smacking off the podcast, my revelation. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, know you hate my clarity. We live in thug life, that's the reality. I'm the voice of the streets, I'm the absolute truth. Got these fuckers shook, they just playing the sleuth. You claiming that you tough, but where's your proof? I'm flexing on these wannabes, I'm the living proof. Hard street living, always rolling deep. In the shadows making moves, never lose my sleep. My rhymes hit hard like a punch from the street. So with me, you know you can't compete. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a fucking freak. Fuck your mama, you know we all did. We live in thug life, that ain't no shit.
What you daddy don't like, you don't. I'll be you back in Watertown. The sun's back alive. What you white, like the gun. When you get her, we know. Don't do, we know. We know. Don't do, we know. What you do.
Smacking off the podcast, yeah, we making waves. Cash hitting hard like we digging graves. Got that fire in my soul, feel the heat that raves. In this life, boy, you either thug or just slaves. With my crew by my side, we rise up like kings. Life's a game of chess and I'm pulling the strings. Got the world on my back while I'm counting these blings. Motherfuck your team, they don't know where to sing. I'm the real deal, no imitation. Spitting raw truth, no hesitation. Built from the struggle, pure determination. Smacking off the podcast, my revelation. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a fucking freak. when it's time to shine. Dancing with the devil, make that darkness mine. Coffin crew, rolling deep, we ain't hard to find. At the stroke of midnight, unleash the grind. Gritty on the block, ain't no time for fear. Making moves, stacking loot, keeping my circle near. Sipping on that whiskey while the shadows leer. Ghost of my past whisper, yo, the end is here. We smacking off the podcast, scream and blast. With the ghouls and the rules, yeah, we moving fast. Returning hate to the haters, hear the thunder crash. In this horror show, baby, don't you dare pass. Bitches get to tripping when the lights go low. Creeping with my crew, you know that we know. Thugs in the night, all ballin' for the show. Underneath the moonlight, we bringin' that glow. Bodies on the floor, shaking like a quake. Heart racing like a fiend, man, feel that shake. Demonic street life, no escape. This ain't no fake. Sipping on that poison, it's the moves we make. We smacking off the podcast, scream and blast. With the ghouls and the rules, yeah, we moving fast. Fuck those haters, hear the thunder crash. In this horror show, baby, don't you dare pass. Midnight creepers, we be lurking now. Life's a horror flick and we play the crowd. Rolling through the shadows, ain't got no regard. This life is a gamble and we're living too fucking hard. Midnight creepers, we be lurking now. Life's a horror flick and we play the crowd. Rolling through the shadows, ain't got no regard. This life is a gamble and we're living too fucking hard. Low midnight creepers, we be lurking now. Life's a horror flick and we play the crowd. Rolling through the shadows, ain't got no regard. This life is a gamble and we're living too fucking hard.
Dark it is beneath its vast boughs trees. Not one trembling leaflet cries to that watcher in the skies. Searching gaze, innocent of heaven's ways. Brood not moon, so wildly bright, on secrets hidden from sight.
no skin on, no skin on. Wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? Ghost that knows not of his fate, lost in the dark, searching for the gate. Ooh, wouldn't it be scary when you're trapped that way, trapped that way, trapped that way? Wouldn't it be scary when you're trapped that way?
This segment is a smacking of the podcast presentation.
Your team sucks, donkey balls, and it's such a sad story to tell. Your team sucks, something fierce, and your coach sucks as well. The football world is laughing, cause your team takes the cake. They're all making fun and laughing at your games.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Your Team Sucks Donkey Balls, the Smacking Off the Podcast production. What's up, Doug?
Yeah, we're spoofing Men in Black this week. If you haven't figured it out,
I like it. I dig it, man. I think it's heavy, dude.
all right.
Righteous.
Somebody just popped in. Let's see who it is. Oh, it's Bruce.
Hello, gang.
What's up, Bruce?
What's going on, Bruce?
I am sitting here enjoying the 10-3 win by the Seattle Mariners.
Oh, that's fabulous. Exciting and new, really, like the Love Boat.
Absolutely. Ed, what's going on?
Just chilling.
All right.
Just
Watching my
chilling
commies
the
get spanked.
What's that, Ed?
Watching my commies get spanked.
Damn it, Jim. Monday Night Football. That used to be the main thing of Monday night of my entire life, right? Is Monday Night Football. Not missing that was very important to me, you know?
I mean, it's still a thing. It's not ABC Monday Night Football anymore, but
Right.
Well, it is
Yeah, that kind of
tonight.
left
it don't feel the same to you, does it, Bob?
No, it don't feel the same to me anymore.
It don't to me either, and I really don't know why, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But I have loved me some Monday Night Football. I remember there was like a Jets-Dolphins game I watched years ago, and it looked like everything was pretty much in hand, and it was getting like 11:30, 12 at night, and I kind of fell asleep for a while, right? And then I woke up, and it was like 0:03 in the morning, and the fucking game was still going on.
So when you say in hand, so you were a Miami Dolphins fan, right?
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
And you woke up, Miami had it in hand, and you woke up, and they were in a fucking dogfight in overtime, wasn't they?
Yes, that's exactly what went on. Yes, that's exactly what went on.
Bruce, you were watching that game too, I'm sure of it.
Well, yeah, I have glimpses of memory of it.
You tried to block it out, though. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's true.
Hell yeah.
It was an eventful week. I mean, I really hate to jump into it, really, because it's just so eventful. It's going to wear us out just to go through all this shit. You know,
Yeah, a lot of upheaval in many, many ways.
Hell yeah. And your video earlier preview the show. I think that's how kick-ass this is, Doug, is that we were able to exclude those assholes, right? And move on to a whole different set of assholes and even Dead Man Walking.
You want to jump into that one first, And I went ahead and I made one little correction to it because one of these guys is he in a Dead Man Walking. He's deader than a hammer.
He's there at 4 o'clock, brother. He's done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's kick this in and we'll talk about these guys.
Damn, what the fuck was that? In late teens, don't lose at home, run, you know. You freeze, what a sleaze, what a scumbag, homie, please get this motherfucker out of my face. Brains edibles, that game was winnable, but you shit yourself, now go fuck yourself. Luke Fickle, you little pickle dick, what a prick. How you still got a job, slick? Trent Dilfer, where the fuck you at? We ain't got no room for you. People don't give a shit about you, eh? But if they did, you would be behind door number 3. Lane Kiffin, you fucking kidding. The lane train is looking pretty fucking lame, bitch, please. That was wild, so you silly fucker. You freeze, what a sleaze, what a scumbag, homie, please get this motherfucker out of my face. Brand Venables, that game was winnable.
Oh, that's a song. Really good, Joe.
Songs should really fade out still. I mean, I never hear songs fade out anymore.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. That had a great fade out. It was reminiscent of the song Tonight on Diary of a Madman, where there's an awesome lead going on, and they keep on fading it forever and ever, and you're turning up the stereo so you can hear the fucking Randy Rhoads magic as it fades out.
Okay, yeah, that one and kind of like Skyrockets and Fly at Afternoon Delight.
Oh, that's a great song.
That's a good one. Haven't heard that in a long time.
Back that up, Sausalito Summer Nights.
So I got to go ahead and confess, Lane Kiffin didn't belong in here, but they did almost fucking shit the bed at home against a. Would you agree, Bruce, a bad Washington State team?
No,
No?
I disagree there. Yeah, I really do. They're even with the athletes that they have, I've seen week to week improvement in them. I've seen I'm trying to think of the coach's name, but I think he's on the right track. And I think if they had a little better quarterback, they could have won it.
Oh, absolutely, they could have won it.
And
that's why I had to throw Lane in there because, Ole Miss is in uncharted territory. They got the job done in the end, but I've just got to admit that I threw him in because I had a rhyming scheme going on, and it was Lane Train was just going to work perfect.
I mean, we rolled them, steamrolled, Wazoo, but in their own house. But there again, they play a tough defense. They're hard nosed, and
they still had to fly. They still had to fly across the country down into fucking Mississippi.
And that too.
Yeah. That should have played a factor, but it didn't play much of a factor. They came to fucking play.
Hell yeah.
Really.
That's special.
All
Not
right,
like Jerry.
so Lane missed the door. He's got a good chance to make the door this week because this is the biggest game in Ole Miss football in a long fucking time. Am I right? Ole Miss at Georgia.
I think they took them too light in their thought process. I think they really did.
Well, we'll see against Georgia. Maybe they rise up against Georgia and play better.
A little stellar, more defense.
They'll have to do it on the road. Let's open door number 4, fellas.
Ow!
You little whore. Did you see that fucking score? What a whore! What a whore! Rah, rah, rah.
And behind door number 4, we have Sharon Moore of Michigan, who shit the bed and lost to USC. And they just didn't look good doing it. And I have to say, Ed, your team sucks donkey balls.
Ed? God damn it, you pissed off Ed, Bob.
If I run him off, well, you know.
Wait.
No, I'm right here. I'm here.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you checked out. I had to go back and add you back
I didn't check out. So, look, losing at USC is not a shame in and of itself. I got that out. However, we were thoroughly beaten. Our defense didn't show up. The offense didn't move the ball consistently. We only got the one big play. But in addition to losing the game, you deserve a door if you talk shit before the game and get trounced.
Exactly.
Bruce, what do you think about this one, Bruce? I know you're not big on USC.
I'm somewhat of a USC fan from old Pac-12 days, but you just saw the difference of speed versus brute force. Brute force lost. I mean, USC had great balance, good running attack. Their defense put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. So, no, hats off to USC. I wouldn't want to meet him anywhere else this season, Luckily, we don't.
I will say that the jet lag factor is a real thing. It really is.
It didn't look like they were in quicksand all day.
There ain't no conference going to have more jet lag caliber games like this than the Big Ten.
I don't like the Big Ten, cross country routine.
I think y'all need to add a few. Y'all need to add a few more teams and split it into two sides, and don't have a lot.
East-West type situation would be
exactly, and don't have the two sides play each other that much.
Would you recommend cocaine?
It would be more cost efficient, also.
Absolutely.
Would you recommend cocaine, Doug?
To who?
To whoever can have the jet lag, like they could do a little bit of coke before the game.
I mean, they're young. They're young. They could probably pull it off.
I can't give Michigan that much of a break because it was an early game. It wasn't a late game.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it was a late game. I mean, it was late enough.
4:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, but much later for Michigan.
I know it's what 9 o'clock.
7:30. That's prime time for Michigan. Edwin, y'all were at prime time against the.
Whoa! I'm not making any excuses for my team. We got beat. We played like shit. That's the end of it.
Now, Ed, I got to tell you, right now, one of the beauties of being a Kentucky fan is since my team is not relevant, it's rare that we talk about how much they suck donkey balls, but they truly do, right? So I feel your pain, right? And since you're a true blue fan of Michigan, right, I just had to bring it into you because, that the program is important to you and you follow it well and so on and so forth. But it's true that right now, your team sucks donkey balls.
Yeah, I would say that we're a good team, not a great team. But,
Hallelujah.
All right.
Now, what do you think? I said, should we move on or should we pile this one as hard as we can?
We can't beat up Ed anymore.
We can't beat up anyway. We love Ed.
Anyway, Ed will jump to Maryland. He can do that.
Wait a second. No. I'm a Michigan fan first and foremost. Look, I'm always going to love Michigan. Okay? No, I loved them when Brady Hoke was there. I'm loyal to him. But we got the shit beat out of us.
I loved them when Brady was there too. But for different God damn it, Ed. He checked out again on me.
You don't get better in life by making excuses. You just don't.
Two blue bloods there, 1-1. It's special.
No more excuses. We got to open door number 3.
My goodness.
That was a catchy little tune. That could be a hit.
It was special. I really enjoyed that. It was kind of crossover, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I kind of had that feeling. Oh, yeah, by the way, everybody, you should buy your Smacking Off the Podcast merch, man. Look how fucking dope it is. You know what I'm saying?
And don't go get some damn counterfeit shit, man. Get the real licensed Smacking Off the Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You get the Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can order it.
Or not sale, but
Frank, that's Frankenbob.
Yeah.
Oh, I need one of them bad. I got to have one of them. I'm just going to have to order it and be done with it, you know. So, you know, it happens. So, guys, it's interesting that Iowa State sucks donkey balls because they lost to Colorado, who wasn't really looking that good. I mean, Coach Prime, to his credit, has stuck around after his son is gone. And that's a pretty interesting win, even though it was at Colorado. But I don't actually consider Colorado to be like Death Valley or anything like that.
No, I mean, you feel like Iowa State should go there and win, but Colorado's playing solid. They're typically not winning these games, but they're typically playing good enough to have a chance, and that's what they did, and they took their chance and they pulled it off.
Well, that's why we love Dion, right? I mean, I just love Dion. I can't help it, guys. I mean, when Dion grew up, I grew up. I watched his progress as being a massive shit talker. I'd say he has
he's not a coach, man. He's not. He's missing something as a coach.
Do you think he can put a staff around him, Bruce?
I know what he's missing. He's missing several toes, Bruce.
I mean, it's just. I'm not a Dion fan. I respect him for an athlete. As a coach, he's not someone I would gravitate to.
I don't think he's going to be there a long time, guys. Now, if he really wanted to be a great coach, and I think that he could stumble through this and probably milk 3 or 4 more years out of the program. But here's what I would do if I was Deion Sanders. Obviously, he was also, not only was he an incredible athlete, but he was smart as a DB. You've also got to play DB smart, right? You see, I've got this much cushion or this much lack of cushion, and I've got to create or eliminate this much space. And this is the angle I'm going to take without getting beat, or this is the position I'm going to get leverage-wise. And he knows all that stuff. So I think what Deion Sanders should do, and y'all can break this, and, you know, I can get all the hate on the web you want, but I think he should go to a great defensive coordinator with the NFL team, coach defensive backs, learn how to be a defensive coordinator, and come in as a defensive coordinator at the NFL level, learn how to do that, right? And then when he can do that, because obviously he can recruit at the college level, right? Then when he can do that, he could consider a position as a head coach either at a large D1 school but he won't do that because his ego won't allow that.
I was just going to say, his ego is never going to allow
Robinson syndrome.
He's also 60 years old or older, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He looks old. He has gotten old.
But you can put a staff around you and win. And, you know, that's possible, too. If you could manage a staff. And he has some recruiting advantages personally based on the weight of his name and the fact that he has support in the African-American community because a lot of great African-Americans play football, guys. I mean, the football I've seen in my life have been around. Almost everybody was black but me. And, I mean, I'm just telling you, right? There might have been, of 100 guys on the military plant, last military team of grown men, there was 11 white dudes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And most of them were linemen. As far as skill position players on that team, I was the only guy that wore single digits that was Caucasian, right? I'll just tell you straight up, right? I was the only, matter of fact, I really think about it, that other than an occasional quarterback, I was the only Caucasian that touched the football the entire game. So knowing that, and you have to go into people's houses and you have to recruit, right? You know, you're telling their parents, said, "Oh man, I'm over in Colorado. This ain't Mississippi. Your kids are going to be safe here, right? I'm going to treat them well. I'm going to look out for them. I'm going to try to make good young man out of him because I really believe he thinks he can do that, and I think he can do that as well. And if you're going to do that at Colorado and get some eyes on the program, some money spent around it, I mean, he might do all right for a long time. I think he could milk 3 or 4 years, and he might even get lucky. Now he's got to learn to really coach because his son ain't there anymore. So he coached his son from Pee Wee League, right? And somehow took that all the way to Division I at Colorado, right? Now he's still there. And to your point, Doug, it's respectable football, and I think he can build on that.
Yeah, but how about Matt Campbell? Doesn't he find himself in this situation a lot? And it's typically against teams that Iowa State should beat. They typically do pretty good when they're not expected to win, but when they're expected to win, you get this game a couple times a year.
I guess
That's
you
why
got to
give Matt Campbell a break, Doug, is because he's been a winning coach, and sometimes teams match up against each other oddly, and that weaker team, maybe they have better tight ends and wide receivers and and a halfway decent quarterback, and they pick you apart. So I would have to give Matt Campbell a break, and I really can't put him in that to have donkey balls come his way.
Oh, they're definitely bouncing on his chin right now. Even though you didn't put them there, Bruce. Ed, how you feel about Matt Campbell?
I think he is taking himself out of the running for a better job.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Would you want him at Michigan if Moore left tomorrow?
No.
Because
could he be another Franklin at Michigan?
Right? Say that again.
No, I wouldn't. Michigan wouldn't go after him. No, not happening.
Is he like James Franklin, guys, that when it really comes down to it, he can bring your program up to a better level, but he can't really take it to the spot that it needs to be in to win the CFP?
I'm not sure he's as good as James Franklin.
No, I don't think he is. But I think I think optics, he looks on that level, but I don't think he would win at the same level that James Franklin did at Penn State. No.
So then you're saying he's a top-tier offensive coordinator?
Maybe, yeah.
There you go. He sucks donkey balls today.
All right,
But
so
tomorrow he may rebound.
What number was that? Was that 2?
That was 3.
3? Okay.
Hell yeah.
Let's look at 2 then.
Let's look at 2.
Dillingham, oh Dillingham, your team done screwed the pooch. How could you get your ass kicked that bad by this lowly group of utes? Those utes fucked you good.
Guys, that's special to me. I mean, you're trying to be somebody at Arizona State, and most people like Whittingham as a coach, and they think he's done a pretty good job. Last year, they wasn't expected to do anything, and they had a CFP appearance. I mean, this is a tough Big 12, though, guys. You can't overlook other teams.
Okay,
and Utah.
Did you say Willingham?
Whittingham.
No, Whittingham is the Utes' coach. Dillingham.
Oh, yeah.
Dillingham. This is kind of confusing, isn't it?
Dillingham
is the Sun Devil.
That's right.
And he's the one that's got those donkey balls bouncing at least on his forehead right now.
He sucks donkey balls because, see, every time these Big 12 teams get a chance to distinguish themselves and look like that they might be tough going into the CFP, they drop an egg with the everyday team. And why is that?
Goddamn Ute. And we don't know what the Ute is, but we know it's bad.
Oh, you don't know what a Ute is?
It's an Indian.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, or should I say Native American?
I drove there for a few years ago, and I stayed at the Desert Rose Inn and went through the Uinta Vase, and also named after the Native Americans who lived there. And the Native Americans weren't friendly to me around there, Doug. I found that interesting. And but then we left out of there and went through the area where Skinwalker Ranch is and all that, through the Uinta Valley or whatever it is, and come back into the Four Corners some other way. and explored more Native American artifacts. But he doesn't want to become a Native American artifact. They're not going to do any petroglyphs on the side of the mountain for a guy that's losing to an unranked Utah team. You know what I'm saying? And the Big 12 is fucking themselves. I mean, by being like the NFC East, where anybody can win any week. So what if there's let's say a 9-3 Big 12 champion? Do they make the CFP?
No, probably not.
Well, wait a minute. They're a champion.
Yeah, does it work that way? Yeah, I think Ed's fucking right for a
Big
change.
12. Yeah,
Ed, you're right.
You said Big 12, right? Yeah, they're in.
Yeah, they were the conference champion.
But they wouldn't get a high seed, and now they're reseeded.
But they'd still be in.
But they'd still be in. But still, I mean, so I don't really see. I think they're going to beat themselves up so bad that they're not going to be able to make the kind of showing they need in the CFP. I mean, those teams are just too damn close. The parity, the NIL money.
The Utes are going to win the conference, and they're going to be in with 5 losses.
That'd be interesting.
It would, wouldn't it?
I don't know. It might be BYU. They could be on a mission after blowing it last year.
Well, they blew it last week too.
Yeah, they sucked donkey ball.
All right, so I just want to say that I had to change door number 2. Originally, I did not have Dillingham, the Sun Devil coach, in. I had another guy in, and he flatlined over the weekend. And so let's go ahead and do our tribute to him, and we'll go to a commercial and come back and do door number 1, and we may even have a dead man walking. Brought to you by Snapchat. I love fucking October.
Don't you love October? It's special.
It's a beautiful thing. Let's do a commercial, guys, and we'll come back and get into the meat of this.
Smacking off the t-shirt, smacking off the hat, smacking off the water bottle. Buy our merch or you're a silly bitch. Smacking off merch, it's ready to go. Buy them now or your wife's a dirty whore. A dirty whore.
Don't be a dirty bitch. By smacking off merch at bonfire.com/store/smacology.
It's Dr. Balls, can you feel that sound? In the house, got the party going down. Where you at? Better step on the scene. We drop a rhyme sharp like a damn machine. On the mic, I'm the remedy, no need for a doubt. You feeling low? Let me show you where we at. Get the vibe. I'm the one you can trust. When Dr. Balls drops, you can't help but thrust. On the mic, I'm the remedy, no need for a doubt. You feeling low? Let me show you where we at. Get the vibe. I'm the one you can trust. When Dr. Balls drops.
You are now watching the Smacking Off the podcast.
Oh man! And don't forget to mention the amazing Dr. Balls Frankensteinian style smacking off the podcast T-shirt, and I'm gonna get one of them mugs, and I'm gonna support that bad boy because we love smacking off the podcast. And then back to, I'm sad that Ed has left us because I really wanted to talk just for a moment how much Franklin really sucked.
He's here, Ed. I don't know what you're doing, but I think you're knocking yourself off somehow.
My camera is off.
Oh.
When it goes off, I think it knocks you off initially. As long as I can see the screen and I realize it, and I can throw you back in. But when we were in a commercial, when we come back in, Dr. Balls realized it. I didn't realize it until I seen the screen.
That's not a problem. But we brought him back in. So historically, Ed, I love the graphic that Ed had before the commercial, not Ed, that Doug had made, because it just really outlined for me how much he sucked donkey balls. You got any thoughts on that, Ed?
About who sucked donkey balls? What did I miss?
Franklin.
Well, they put everything into the Oregon game, and I think they just got into that, here we go again mentality, and they ran.
But you have to realize, though, I mean, the numbers don't lie. He's one of the worst teams. He's one of the worst coaches against top 10 teams
in history.
In history, as long as with coaches that have coached more than 25 games.
Here we go again mentality, and then they ran into a UCLA team that seemingly transformed themselves overnight.
Yeah, and a Northwestern team that looked like a fucking Super Bowl champion team.
Well, Northwestern is not what you'd call a top team, but they went into the game in Happy Valley with the same record as Penn State.
They shouldn't have won there, Ed. There was no way Northwestern.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, they were not that was not a bad Northwestern team. It's a decent Northwestern team.
That was decent.
I can't.
But when you're only decent, they're willing to pay $50 million to show you the road at Penn State because they want more than decent, and he wasn't able to deliver that.
They raised that money quickly.
Yeah, and look, when Indiana is better than Penn State, there's real problems in this world. Things are upside down. It's almost biblical. It's like in the end times, people will be able to reprobate mind. What was good will be evil, and what was evil will be good. That's what has happened here. That's what's transpired.
And on the subject of Indiana, I think that Indiana will pay to keep him, and I think he'll stay because I think Kignetti's he's got the kind of ego that he likes being. I'm the only guy that's ever done it here.
I agree with that. I think that he does got that kind of ego, and they'll raise a few dollars.
Every time I see him put his arms on his hips, someone's in trouble.
I'm impressed. I got to say, in the second year, you come out.
I got to give it to the man. He's a swinging dick.
I just want to get
no way about it.
I don't want to burst bubbles here, and I know there's no Indiana fans here. And what Ed says is, I mean, that would be awesome. But one of the big programs are going to come with a check, and it's coming soon because this fucker ain't fucking around. So he's going to have his pick of jobs, and there's no way he stays at Indiana. I promise you.
Wow.
This year?
I don't know about this year. It's possible this year, though, because he has definitely proven that this ain't no fucking fluke. This is for real.
So wait a minute, Doug. So he's getting paid $8 million. Mm-hmm. How much do you think someone is going to offer him to leave?
More, and not just more money. It's deeper than that. It's the paycheck is great, but the resources to actually do this year in and year out, and that's what he's not going to have in Indiana probably.
Yeah.
So who do you think? Auburn?
I think. I don't know if Auburn has made a lot of bad decisions in the last 20 years that are all costing them money still.
What about Florida State?
Florida State, I think Florida definitely has the money to.
Florida, yeah,
this is one topic is where I have to go with why teams should not get into huge contracts and huge buyouts. Because
Yeah, but it's gonna keep happening, Ed, and I agree.
I know there's a lot of stupid money running out there, but this to me hobbles all any team.
If he wins a natty at Indiana, he will be considered one of the greatest coaches that ever lived. And not only that, I mean, fucking Corso won one bowl game in Indiana, and it made him a legend, right? If this man wins a natty, then he can write the check. They can write any check he wants, right? I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
If you want to
I don't even think it's got to go that far, Bob. I think if he just makes a great showing this year and he loses, let's just say he gets into the playoffs and loses early, or he gets down into the nitty gritty, and I don't think it matters much what he does if his team keeps playing the way they're playing now, and even if they fuck it up in the end, I still say that somebody's going to throw a check at him.
There's a real problem, though. Here's the real problem. Is teams now are too impatient to wait till the CFP's over to start trying to hire coaches, right? They don't even want to wait for the damn bowl game. They want to buy you right now or nothing. And then part two of that is that for some idiotic reason, they've got the transfer portal open during that time, right? Mm-hmm. So the team would have to be patient enough, right, or know enough to sit on a job, even though the transfer portal has been open and they've got a vacancy, and wait till the CFP is over. So there's, if you're him, you definitely can't let nobody snatch you like that, because in character-wise, you look like a piece of shit. So if there's a team out there that's patient enough that whose boosters won't lose their mind to wait till the CFP is over to hire a coach, then I believe that the Signetti will possibly be on the table. But if he stays, guys, and he wins a natty at Indiana, that would literally make him, with only one championship, one of the greatest coaches that ever lived.
Well, speaking of a team that might make a play for him, let's open door number one.
Mike Norvell is a hoe, and this team sucks. Donkey's dick. It needs much. I'll see you send it.
Now, Maurice has broke it down for me, guys, that Norvell is a frequent flyer here on Your Team Sucks Donkey Balls. So, I mean, it's I'd say it's pretty much proven that his team sucks donkey balls, and he's a dead man walking. He's one of the people they may have to replace, Doug. He is.
He really is. I didn't put him behind the dead man door this week because I don't know that Florida. I'm not convinced Florida State's ready to make the move. But when is the last time that this man won a ACC conference game? Does anybody know?
It's 2 years.
6 games, 7 games.
But you know what? I'm really embarrassed that Alabama figured out a way to go down there and lose to them motherfuckers, because there's no way Alabama should have.
It's a different team now. I mean,
it is, but it's still I don't know.
It's your Montana.
The irritation I have over that one, it would almost I would almost crack a smile if Alabama, they lose, say, another game, and it ends up in a situation to where the Florida State loss cost them getting in the playoffs. I might fucking laugh. Because they deserve it. They deserve it if it happens, because there's no way that team should have went down there and lost that fucking game.
Feinbaum's has got Alabama in the natty now, Doug.
Oh, fuck that. I'll believe that when I see it. I do think that this team is definitely playing better on the road at this point than I thought they would. But
well, do you think
long way from the natty
has resurrected themselves, Doug?
Maybe.
Oh, guys, I got some news. It's pretty interesting since we're talking about dead man walking, right? So Matt Jones of Kentucky Sport Radio had a private conversation with the athletic director's staff members or I don't know which specific ones at UK, and he mentioned on the radio that UK had dug in their heels. I mean, or were prepared to spend up to $37 million to shuck Stoops, right? And then immediately afterwards, the Herald Leader reported that Stoops had dug in his heels and he wasn't moving for nothing. And and so evidently
he's going to make it cost him as much as possible.
Yes, absolutely. So I think that's pretty interesting. But the plan is in place to get John Summerall, and there's lots of talk around that. And I think that he's a prohibitive favorite for the job, and the local media, that's what they're reporting. And so I'd like to see that a lot. But anyway, so Stoops, it won't be long before we can put him in the dead man's door, Doug. I really believe that.
Well, speaking of the dead man's door, and I really believe a lot of people may argue with me on this because there's been moments this year, but I think that this man has dug him a hole that he's not going to be able to climb out of. So let's go ahead and get into that.
You're a dead man walking toward the unemployment line. Dead man walking. Those donkey balls have landed on your chin, and now it seems too likely you may never win again. Hey, Billy, don't be silly. You ain't surviving this shit, you know it's true. You're a dead man walking toward the unemployment line. Dead man walking.
Yeah, he's just playing out the string, Doug. I mean, he's gone like yesterday. Right? At the end of this season, they're going to spend some damn money. I'm sad that Nikki isn't here, right, to break it down. Oh yeah, she paid me herself if he could. I mean, somehow Billy had his run at Florida, but he had the talent around him now. There's no more excuses. He's built his team, and they suck donkey balls.
Yeah, and the win over Texas at home was, it was fun. It was fun to watch. But I think going over to Texas A&M, it just kind of brought everybody back to where this team really is. I mean, they're a capable team. I mean, I think they've got the players. Something's just not right. And this team's not going to the playoffs. They're not going to do anything that anybody wants to see. And I think that the handwriting's on the wall.
So let's start with Ed on this one. So Ed, you're the boosters at Florida, and you can hire who you want. Who are you hiring to be the head coach at Florida?
Cignetti.
Cignetti. We have a vote for Cignetti. Bruce, who do you think?
I agree. If you could pry him away. Because, he's like was it Landon was shooting off the other day that, he's won everywhere he's gone? Well, he's kind of been like DeBoer. DeBoer won everywhere he went. So could happen.
I think that you may see them make a play for Lane Kiffin if they don't go for Signetti.
Yeah, and I think they could also make a play for Elko, but I don't think he's leaving.
Yeah.
Now, as far as Lane Kiffin goes, he's interested in me, guys, because he's very popular. But I look back at his past. I don't love all the things he did and how easy it was for him to do those things. And then part two of that is, Ole Miss may not have the resources that Alabama has, but he's had some pretty damn good resources. He's recruited some top-notch players, including quarterbacks, and he hasn't been able to break through. If you don't break through this weekend, if you're Florida, you're saying that. You're saying, well, this would look good on our sidelines. I think we can get 9 or 10 wins out of him every year, but he's been to the bluest of bloods, which is USC, and he didn't break through. He was at Tennessee, which is a place where it's possible to win a national championship. And he was at Florida. He might just be the 9-10 win guy in a badass SEC where I'm with you guys. I believe if you could hire Cignetti at Florida, that's who you want. You put the resources of Florida behind that guy and that attitude, and hit the SEC press conference, the
They got
spring
the money,
media
they
day.
got the talent level down there in Florida that comes out of there. And it would be a really good match.
He'd have the rabbit chasers from hell. Every one of them guys down there in South Florida can run like the wind and be on Florida and stagger your imagination. I really believe that does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
But Billy Napier, on the other hand, he sucks donkey balls, right? He's gone like a Robert Plant song, you know what I'm saying? With Rallis and Krause on the side. But he's just gone. And do you think he's going to go back to the Sun Belt? Is he going to have to step back? Is he going to be a coordinator? What's the future for Billy Napier?
I think there's a chance he survives this season because of the schedule.
It is a tough.
I think Florida's very tired of this. What year is this, guys? Is this third season?
I think it's 4, isn't it? 3 or 4.
Let me look that up real quick. That's definitely important in here.
So it's the third coach where they've had at least 3 years of mediocrity in a row, and that ain't even counting Ron Zook, right? And they, you went McElwain, then we had Mullen, and now we got this guy right here, something about Billy Napier. So that's almost 10 years, guys, where Florida hasn't really accomplished anything of note, and they're hungry. To your point, Dad.
I just want to say the headline that I pulled up when I searched this name was Billy Napier to be fired. So I don't know where that's coming from. May not have a. Okay, yeah, this is 4th season. He went 8-5 last year. 2-4 this year right now. It's not looking good. I think that. I mean, can he even mathematically can he best the 8-5 record? I don't think he can.
There's no way.
The odds are against him.
So let's look at the remaining schedule here. Got Mississippi State coming to Gainesville this week. That's not an automatic. Matter of fact, this is the kind of game that Florida will probably lose. But
If he lost that one.
And then we got the world's largest cocktail party. I don't give a fuck what they say we have to call this game now. That's what it is. It's the world's largest cocktail party. God damn it.
Yep.
All right. Got to go to Kentucky.
They're going to beat Florida at home.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that they'll be pounded so bad by Georgia in such disarray by the time that happens that they'll go into Kentucky and lose a pitiful game. I'm talking like a 10-6 kind of game.
Well, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, they beat Mississippi State at home this week. They're going to lose to Georgia and Jacksonville. They lose to Kentucky. At that point, we got 6 losses. Yeah, he's done.
You know why they're going to lose to Kentucky? Because that's the great graveyard of coaches, right? When people are in the position that Billy Napier is in, and they go to Kentucky, that's when they lose, and then that's when they're fired.
Bruce don't believe you. I can tell.
No, I can see it coming, but sorry, Bob. I think Florida has a little bit too much in the tank.
All right, so either way, the week after, November 15th, they got to go to Ole Miss. So we got serious shit coming at Ole Miss, and then they've got Tennessee coming to Gainesville. I mean, that's a winnable game, but I think you'd have to probably go with Tennessee. And then they got Florida State coming to Gainesville. That's winnable too.
Yeah,
I think they're going to have 6 losses at best. They're going to have 6 losses.
There you go.
Well, would the Indians be willing to go along with that? I don't think so.
No, this was supposed to be the year for Napier, right? Lagway was supposed to develop, right? He was like, at the end of the year, Lagway came in. He looked like the savior from Florida. He had the excuse that Lagway was hurt. And then when he came in, they won every game but one. So you're looking at him coming into this season, you're thinking, Well, hell, if they just develop the quarterback a little bit, they got a defense, they're going to win. Hell, even I thought they'd be 9-3, and that hasn't happened. So obviously, he can't take a quarterback to the next step, right? Or he can't. If the quarterback has limitations, he can't build an offense around him that's still effective. And even though they've had decent running backs, they've got talent on the line. So the defense, they're pretty good. If the offense could stay on the field and control the football and keep it, that'd be a rested defense. In my opinion, they'd be 9-3 and even 10-2. But the offense is not able to deliver the goods consistently, and therefore they suck donkey balls, guys. And he's in the dead man's door. He's a dead man walking, Doug.
Yeah, I agree. And how many days we got to? We're coming live Thursday. This is a big week. A lot of great games this week. We'll be discussing. I mean, these motherfuckers here we've been talking about tonight. I mean, we've been running out of shit.
Are we going to discuss the big W, Wisconsin, Mr. Finkel?
Oh, Finkel! I didn't throw Finkel in the list. I probably should have. He's been behind Dead Man's Door already.
I mean, has he? Okay, then I'll.
Yeah, he's been there. It's just getting kind of old. But he's got a verse. He's got a verse in the song we started with.
Yeah, he's acting full, so therefore he don't get the love as he needs. And when he hits the dead man's door and they literally shuck him, right? We're going to have to spend some time talking about him. It's possible to replace. But until then, we're going to milk all the comedy of errors that we can out of formerly decent Wisconsin program. You know what I'm saying? And that's to your benefit, Bruce, because Washington could move up through Wisconsin's place in the Big Ten now that y'all in it. Y'all are looking pretty strong. There's a real future for Washington football. It's time to pass them up, pass Michigan State up.
We got 2 games coming up here. As that Ed knows, that Michigan and Illinois, we could split each game and still come out fairly good. Michigan's not going to be, to me, that's a 50-50 tie-up, and I would give the edge to Michigan, really, truthfully.
Are y'all traveling from Is Washington State going to Michigan, or is it going to be at Washington?
No, we travel. That's here again. Here's a scenario of travel, playing a big game, and then we come back home and we play Illinois at home.
So
and then I think we have another game at home, and then we travel.
Because like Doug said, the travel from one part of our great nation to the other seems to have a big effect on these teams. You'd have to almost bet against them based on the numbers. And Jason Marks says that Scott Strickland's track record of hiring football coaches at the University of Florida has not been great. And that Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Oh, and it come up on the screen. Wasn't that beautiful? So shout out to Jason Marks because, back to the dead man's door. Fucking, he sucks donkey balls, guys. And any hope for Wisconsin in the future in the Big Ten? Ed, who can replace Finkel?
I think Ed could replace Finkel.
Yeah, he should.
I think. They've got to go get somebody that's going to bring them back to their roots. It's not very Wisconsin-like to get some coach that's going to, throw the ball all over the place. They got to get somebody that'll be committed to running the ball and playing defense. And I'm not sure who that guy is.
Yeah, it's hard. Barry Alvarez made that look like a great program, and a great program for a coach to want to coach there. But I'm not sure that it is a great program. I'm not sure the location's great anymore. Something don't feel right about Wisconsin without Barry Alvarez as the head coach.
He was a unique unicorn, I think, with as many years that he was there as their head coach, and won. You know, you got to be somewhere and win to stay and have that long.
He was that rare guy that can do it there. I'm not sure there's a lot of.
Yeah.
I mean, I could look at Matt Campbell. If Matt Campbell can do what he does at Iowa State up there, that would be an improvement of what Finkel's doing.
I'd agree with that. They need a guy that's a real character. Wisconsin's a really fun place. But, you know, what limited time they have where everything's not frozen and covered in snow, they have as good time as they possibly can and drink lots of beer and eat real well, right? So there are some, it's kind of cheerful. There are some advantages to being the coach of Wisconsin, you know? So I'm with that, though. They got to bring back some power football. That's what Wisconsin's all about.
And Matt Campbell, if he can continue to win and beat Iowa, he'll be there for a while.
So, is PJ Fleck, is he one of those guys that you could see? I mean, that's a lateral move going from Minnesota to Wisconsin. It really is. I don't see that be worth. That's not worth getting the moving van for. It's just not.
And I'll tell you why that it's not a lateral move is I don't believe the recruiting in Wisconsin is very good because you only have like one major city, maybe 1.5. We'll say 2.
It's the same thing with Minnesota. Minnesota's just not that location now. Back in the day, back in the 1930s, 1940s, even up into the 1960s, Minnesota they were a powerhouse at times.
Between them and Minnesota, yeah.
But I don't think location-wise, I just don't think it's there anymore. But NIL could change that.
You can recruit Chicago. You can recruit Milwaukee. You know, you can recruit Green Bay. You can recruit all those big industrial cities up there, and I think the recruit is better than Minnesota. And the reason Minnesota had a downfall after their great run was because their coach refused to recruit outside the state of Minnesota. So whatever
that happened for a while.
They always show up the Polish community and those big Polacks, you know, that are, you know, 6'6", 335, 350 pound linemen, you know, Minnesota, you know.
I read an article on exactly what you're saying, Bob, too, is that Lou Holtz, when he went to Minnesota, he locked horns with the powers that be up there because they really didn't want to recruit out of the state of Minnesota. They said, well, this is the way we've always done it. When they said that, what they meant is like, you know, back in the 30s and 40s, they just got the Minnesota boys and they won championships.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, but those days are over. You're not going to do that now.
Nah, you got to recruit nationally. I mean, you got to fight for, especially if you're in a region where there's a lot of players, and that's an advantage all over the South that you've got great football. Even in South Carolina, Georgia, Texas, Mississippi high school football is pretty incredible. Alabama high school football is badass. Texas, Tennessee, Florida is a powerhouse program after another. So, you know, basically the whole recruiting grounds are fertile, a lot more fertile than they are in Wisconsin, except you do have proximity to Chicago. And those guys aren't going to play at Northwestern and the area around the Chicagoland. But now you got Cincinnati, right? And he's getting into Chicagoland and Illinois and all the big cities around there. And so, yeah, you might be right, Doug. They, with this era of NIL, unless it's willing to throw extra money at it and then not just be a boom pop band, beer fest, tailgating adventure, then they can only go so far. That's the new era.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Does anybody got any parting shots?
Yeah. Like, subscribe, share our groups, Backing Off the Podcast 2025 group. Buy the merchandise, especially the Dr. Ball's commemorative edition, and our salute to Frankenstein. And guys, fuck your team.
Love you, Bobby. Take care, Ed.
Good night, guys, and
take care, Doug.
Later.
Your team sucks, donkey ball. Your team sucks, donkey ball. You're probably getting fired before the season's end. May even lose your wife and your asshole friend.
Your Team Sucks Donkey Balls is a presentation of Smacking Off the Podcast. Stream in every week for another victim as we kick them while they are down.